Hello there, More here, and thank you for joining me on my channel today. Today, we're going to dive into a champion guidance spotlight for a Magic Affinity rare defense-based champion from the Bannerlords faction named Myrmidon. But first, before we dive into his kit to see if he can help progress your account in any way, shape, or fashion, I want to give a big thank you and shout out to my subscribers. Your support means the absolute world to me. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for being here. Without you and your support, this channel wouldn't exist. And together, remember, we are on the mission to create the most comprehensive library of champion guides of the rare and epic champions that the Raid Shadow Legends has ever seen. But if you're here and you're not yet a subscriber of this channel, then I hope by the end of this video, I can have the privilege of calling you a subscriber of this channel. So let's get into it. Myrmidon, what can he do? How can he help your account? And can he actually progress you through your content? After we go through his kit real quick, I'm going to get into some gameplay in the faction wars so I can show you just kind of like what he actually does, what his mechanics look like, and just what his skills actually do against the enemy itself. But let's check out his skills. His A1. His A1 is a one-hit A1. It only attacks one enemy. However, it does have a chance of 20% chance of placing a provoked debuff for one turn if the target has a higher max HP than this champion. That's an interesting little secondary mechanic. Remember, that's going to actually proc fairly decently because he's a defense-based champion with defense is his damage mitigation. His damage scales off of his defense. So if you stack defense on him, you're not stacking HP. So he may have a lower HP. He probably will most likely have a lower HP value than the content you are facing. So he's going to have a higher chance to actually proc that provoke. It is only a 20% chance, so it's not a crazy high amount. It can be booked to a 40% chance. So it's a 1 in 2, roughly, more like a 1 in 2 and a quarter, some nonsense like that. But it is only a one-hit A1. So every 2 or 3 turns, it might provoke. Every 2 or 3 times he does his A1, it might provoke. Remember, he's got 2 other skills as well. But his A2 attacks all enemies, has a 60% chance, can be booked to an 80% chance of placing a 25% decrease attack debuff for 2 turns. An AoE attack that can land a decreased attack debuff. It is a smaller version, I understand. However, it's an AoE attack, and the damage, again, scales off of defense as well. So that is pretty valuable. That is pretty reliable there. It's a 60, possibly an 80, if scrolled, an 85% chance to land a decreased attack debuff. Even if it's a small amount, every little bit helps to reduce the damage that actually comes into your team. And additionally, this is an AoE skill, so you're attacking everybody on the enemy side, which is pretty nice. His A3. This is where the defense, tanky style, support style skill comes into play right here. So he can help damage mitigate for your team. Help keep your team alive just a little bit longer to be able to get through that content. Places a 50% ally protection buff on all allies for 2 turns. Places a continuous heal buff, a 15% continuous heal buff on this champion for 2 turns. So he's going to do the damage mitigation. So everybody takes 50% less damage. He absorbs their damage. But then he has that continuous heal to help regenerate that life up the next turn. Now, the nice thing about this is he's only a rare champion. And both of those skills, both of those buffs, are the big version of those buffs. The big version that you're going to expect to find in epic and legendary champions, he has it as a rare. So unfortunately, he does only have the small attack down debuff here, but he does have the big version of those 2 buffs right there, which is pretty nice to see. Pretty nice to have on a rare champion, especially a defense-based champion, because you're going to stack defense on him, because that's where your damage comes from for him. And as a result, he takes less damage. Put ally protection, he's still going to take less damage from those sources of damage as well. It works together like that. He does have an aura, increases ally defense in dungeons by 20%. That's pretty handy right there, because that's a nice little skill. Defense, again, is one of the most valuable skills or stats to have in the game overall, next to maybe speed or accuracy. And a rare that can give you 20% increase to it in all dungeons, that's a nice aura. Hey there, if you're liking the video so far, hit that subscribe button down below. Thanks. How do I have mine scaled, artifact up, geared up, so I can show you in the faction war, so I can show you in the gameplay and later on in the video just what he's doing. However, I got mine geared. Not very well. It is not very high. It's only level 8 gear. It is all defense sets, however, which is pretty nice because I wanted to stack his defense. Stack his defense, increase the chance he can do damage, increase the amount of damage he could potentially do. So that's what I was looking for. I wasn't too worried about any kind of lifesteal or anything along those lines because I've got him paired with some other champions in the faction that can actually heal him for him. Plus, he's got that continuous heal as well. But let's get into the actual total stats. You can see just what we're doing here. His HP is 13,600. Not the highest, but also remember, caveat, he is only level 40. You can see right there. He's only level 40. He's only 4-star. He has a lot of room for improvement, so he can definitely grow to something bigger and better. Yours can do as well. This is just a quick level 40 run for you to show you just what he has the potential of doing. Because remember, just remember, when he's small, if you can do it and apply it when you're smaller, then you know what? Proof of concept. You could expand it out to a bigger, broader level at a higher version of the champion. So his defense is 1,500. I was able to stack some nice defense on this guy because I got 3 defense sets. Plus, I put a focus on defense percent when it came to some of the stats on some of the gear as well. His speed is 134. I do have some decent, nice speed boots. I think they're 5-star speed boots. Only level 8, but 5-star speed boots. Crit rate is 65%. Crit damage is 60%. I did want to put some damage potential on him, so he does have some decent crit rate mixed in the mix. His accuracy is only 30. So I didn't put a lot of effort or focus on trying to get that decreased attack debuff to land very reliably. Only with the accuracy of 30, it's not going to happen too often. I wanted to focus on the damage potential he could do. So with the 1,500 defense and with the speed and the crit rate. That's what I did on mine with these quick little gears. I've got no ring on him. But why? Because I have no ring to put on him. That's why there's nothing on him. But remember, it's just to check it out and to see what he can potentially do. Proof of concept. That's what I'm looking for. Scrolls, nothing over there. I would recommend, however, most likely with this guy, you're definitely going to want to go down the support tree with him to maximize the potential of that ally protect, that continuous heal buff that you could actually put on him. So you want to go down them and try to get the accuracy so you can land the debuff and the chance to increase the duration of his buffs as well. And depending on what kind of set you want to, or team composition you want to put him in, you may want to get the increased chance to actually get a Terminator boost when his buffs and or debuffs expire. So he can help cycle through his turns as well. Now, whether you go down the attack and offense tree or you go down the defense tree, that one's kind of up to you. I would potentially think going down the defense tree so you can get those counterattacks at the bottom. But having the Giant Slayer, the War Master on the offense tree might be beneficial for his AoE. But remember, War Master is not all that effective against non-boss targets. So, think about that when you go to scroll yours out and then build yours up. I don't want to buy anything Plarian because remember, I am free to play. Come on, let's get to the faction wars here. Banner Lords, we're going to only get into stage 5. I know it's not very high. That is my team right there. Not the best built up team in general. I don't have a high focus on my faction wars. Personally, I treat and consider my faction wars as one of my lowest priorities on my account priorities because it takes so much effort and resources to actually build up a good team. So I focus on other content of the game and use the champions I just happen to have in this content. I don't have very many Bannerlords, as you can see. I do not rely on my Bannerlords for other content of the game. So mine are only level 50s and 40s and 130 up there. I even had another level 30 in there until I just put this Myrmidon in here. And this Myrmidon, he did a boost. The last stage, I went from a 1 to a 3-star run. We'll see if we can do the same thing on this one. All right, we're going to do it full auto. He went first. His AoE just cleared the entire wave. That was awesome. The ally protection came from, not Chevalier. It came from Myrmidon again. Chevalier just threw up the continuous heal buffs. This is what I was talking about as far as other champions to help keep my Myrmidon healed. Continuous heal buff from Chevalier My Valerie Wretch is right there next to him, can do an actual team AoE heal as well. Plus, Commander on the far end has a spot heal also. And it looks like just putting Myrmidon in, we did another 3-star. Let's go to the next one real quick and see if I can just continue this out. Continue this run out, and he can help 3-star my team all the way through this content. That is awesome. I replaced one level 30. It was a rare. It was Conqueror. I replaced one level 30 with this one level 40 Myrmidon, and I am jumping from 1-star to 3-star on these runs. That's 2 runs in a row now. Let's see if we can't do 3. Now, yes, remember, these are low-level stages. I got it. I get it. However, having those stars, getting the rewards for the stars is pretty nice. It's pretty helpful. So if you have the opportunity, Myrmidon is help progressing my account right now for you. He can probably help progress your account as well. Consider that. Think about that real quick. Think about that for your account. He is a rare. He's only Magic Affinity. He is not that hard to get a hold of when it comes down to it. So we're on round 3 now. Taking a little bit longer this time. Commander took a couple extra hits that last one. She just healed herself up. Pardon me. Okay, so now they're attacking, it was at Paragon. They're attacking the unkillable guy. He can't die, EPS. Come on, AI. Come on here, artificial intelligence. Shift your focus to the one you could actually kill. All right. Now, the nice thing about this is we don't have any actually decreased turn meter skills on the team at all. So you won't run into the cycle unintendedly to actually keep Paragon in the game. I've run into that where you have a decreased decreased turn meter skill when you keep hitting the unkillable guy. So you keep decreasing his turn meter so he never actually cycles his unkillable off because, you know what, it's a cooldown. You got to wait for the turn to expire, right? But if he never takes a turn, it'll never expire. This team doesn't have that, thank goodness. And boom, we just 3-starred that stage 6. We're going to take him to the boss right now. I'm liking this. I'm feeling this. This is awesome. This is great. Let's see if they can do anything against the boss right now. Just by putting Myrmidon in. Myrmidon. Is that how you say it? I think I'm saying it wrong. But just by putting him in there, he is helping this team out. This faction war team right here. Progressing them through this content. So even though I am about to go into the end game, I just did a big shard video. Got some nice pulls. People left comments and say, I just automatically graduated the end game. Welcome, here I come. I'm going to get there soon, but I got to build those champions out first. But just because I am there, I'm definitely in mid-game. This level 40 rare champion is progressing my account right now. Because Faction Wars is content in this game. Faction Wars does have rewards that come with this game. The glyphs, the stars down below, and the potential book you can get when you beat this this boss right here. He's progressing my account. I am very happy with him right now. He could definitely help progress your account. My opinion, however, that is. But remember, I am not the end-all, be-all. I highly recommend that you go and look to see if there's other videos out there. I know there's at least one other one for sure. Second Star Right's got a great video on this champion. Go check him out. I will try to put a card and a link up there in the corner so you can go check out his video as well. See what he's done with his. I think his video is on a level 50 version of this guy than my level 40. But go check it out. Check out any other videos or content that might be out there for this guy and see what you want to do with your Myrmidon. How you want to progress yours to see if he can actually help progress your account. They're not looking like they're doing very good. They're not going to get the 3 stars. Someone dropped down. Lord Legionary, the only epic on the team. But remember, he's not built up either. So he dropped down. Looks like they're going to get through this, though now. Yeah, here we go. Chevalier, I love that guy. He's got like an infinite amount of A1 hits that he can potentially do. He's got a 2-hit A1, and he has a 20% chance of cycling it again to get another 2 hits. Then their chance to do another 2 hits, and then another 2 hits. It procs, and it happens. Here we go. Look at oh my word, he just stole all those buffs. He just stole 4 small continuous heal buffs. Oh, that was rough. That was rough. Okay. They're going to get this eventually. They're going to work it through. But I'm not going to stay here on the video just to watch it with you guys. I'm going to end this video now. Thank you so much for staying with me all the way through the end of the video. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. It's going to be right there on the screen. Otherwise, definitely for sure, I will see you in the next video. That's going to be over there as well. Go for it. Give it a click. I'll see you there.